sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a man, it's Humphreys. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they're just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
To the air, it's Humphreys. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Breaks into the open on the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Woods. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. Here's the pressure. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Harris. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Takes the easy completion. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the play fake. He's got him in the flat. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure coming. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Humphreys. He's got him still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Lets it fly. Touchdown Tide. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's Armstrong. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. He wants to go deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Avoids, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Humphries. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Scanning the field, it's Humphries. Pulls it in, it's Woods. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Woods. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your...
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 15 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. There he goes. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
To the air on first down. Puts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Flowers. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here comes the heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. Slithered. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they did tack on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Armstrong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going quickly. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. Finds his man open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throws it back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Here we go, here we go. 414 satellite, 414 satellite.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Sticks it in his belly. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down.
On the ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Set to kick this one away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Under fire. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. To the air, it's Humphries. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sidelines to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Humphries. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by just 2 over New Mexico. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Makes the catch down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. This one's complete. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Off play action on first down. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been...
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And they get to the quarterback. Pulled down for the tackle.
That keeps the score Alabama 70, Texas A&M 35.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play to pad the stats. They'll toss it to the left. Thrust that arm out. He has the first and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good